Folks, welcome back. We find ourselves once again in sunny Scotland. All is going well. Obviously the bottom corner and the thumbnail of the video, you'll be able to see we've got something new to share. Really excited about that. We'll talk more about that towards the end of the video. But yeah, for the time being, enjoy the training and we'll catch you in the post. Well, you beautiful bunch, welcome back to the training part of the video. So you join us today. Obviously this here is just in the actual Thai class itself. So me and Mikkel, you got to say it with a H apparently, have partnered up. We're just doing a basic drill here. No hands, just feet. Kicks, low kicks only, low and body kicks, no head kicks. There is a point at some point where Mikkel chose to kick me and internet apologizes, which is quite right there, which is quite funny. So we're just focusing on checking and kicking back and forth. Prior to this, we've done a bunch of pad work, which was really good. I feel like my check's getting a lot better, which is really nice to watch back. Like, it's enjoyable to watch this back and actually be like, okay, no, we actually are getting into not a flow state by any means, but there's definitely some progress where Mikkel will try and kick me and I'll just check it straight away, and there's like there. So you're getting into the low kick, check again, just really happy with how that's kind of flowing. Also, do you know what? For the first time in a long time, that black t-shirt's looking all right on me. We are looking a little bit slimmer, which is making me really happy right now. So yeah, here I go to kick him, but he's sorting his shin pad out, and I'm like, apologies, I shouldn't have kicked you there. Well, I didn't actually kick him, but I shouldn't have gone for it there. So this is coming up to the end of this first round here, just with Mikkel. He's landed quite a few nice kicks on myself. I have not landed that much. I did really want to focus on checking here. Oh, well, I just take a nice little T-bait. So I wanted to focus on checking more than actually being the aggressor. Then we move on to CJ. Obviously, we partner up with CJ because he's one of the better Thai fighters. Yeah, that's how you say it. Thai fighters in the class. Obviously, his kicks are incredible. What he's really good at is resetting really quickly. So he'll kick and reset, and then if he misses, unlike me, where I kick, I'll like miss and then I'll go back. Just there, you can see I tried to I almost stomped on his knee. He was like, "Calm down, John Jones," which is quite funny. But anyway, what we're saying here is he's really quick to get back to stance. So he'll kick and he'll spin sometimes if he knows he's going to miss. Well, I never spin. I'll just kick out and then I'll just stop and pull it back. And sometimes I should maybe look at trying to learn how to do that faster spin. It's just interesting, something to think about, I don't know if it will work for me, but it's interesting. I think here I land quite a nice teep. Maybe not. Maybe I'm daydreaming. But again, just trying to dodge and check these kicks well. I'm trying to stay out of range and do a lot of range management. Which I think is going quite well. I think there's definitely improvements I'm seeing, which is really nice. And there was something a little sneaky. I put my hand up in his face to hopefully take his gaze up, and then I try and kick low. It didn't really work, but against other people's, I'm sure it would. CJ starts catching my kicks, and that really frustrates me. But he's good enough to do it, so it is what it is. After this round, we're coming up to the finish here. So after this round, we go into an actual sparring round, where gloves back on and full into it. So this is this round finishing up here. And now we come into Gary. I asked him if he's all right to be on film. He's well up for it. He loves it. Loves the business. So I would say Gary doesn't come that frequently, but when he does come, he's an absolute pleasure to train with. Gary's probably the fittest person that comes to the Thai class, and he's also probably the most skilled. Previously, I might have said it was Mikkel, but after this sparring session, no, to be honest, I wouldn't have previously said it was Mikkel. It's always been Gary. Gary's been doing this a lot of years, and he's very talented. So we will take some time here just to watch. I'm not going to do too much commentating. Gary speaks for himself here. Something I will comment on though is if we watch Gary's outside leg, so his right leg, he's always putting it onto my right leg, my left leg, so my front leg. And if he was actually trying to kick me, my front leg would be destroyed. And it's something that's really poor. It's there again, just there, and again. And he comes in, he's just so technically strong and really controls the pace of the fight. By the time we were finished here, I was just exhausted. I was exhausted, don't lie. You'll see afterwards, I'm like bent over, absolutely pounding for breath. But I do try and give him my all, and what's really good is Gary just stays on me the whole time. So instead of like coming back and giving me a second, he'll come out and he'll come straight back in. So I don't have any time to rest him. My gloves are a wee bit loose, which frustrated me a bit, but I was like, I don't have time to fix it. Because Gary's not giving me any time, which is great. Also changed the camera, the angle of the camera today, which was quite nice. I do a nice check and then a 1-2 there, which does land, which was quite nice. I felt like I wanted to get something to land at least once. But again, you can see his right leg just come into contact with mine. And even his back leg now. He swaps stances and he's fighting southpaw. Southpaw lands a big body kick. Front, yeah. Watching this back, he does just absolutely piece me up. But really good round in all. And I'm glad I stayed in it. That was the other thing, is I didn't back off. But you can see how tired I am. I just straight lean over. I'm exhausted. I stay there for a minute or two. Then John and I go to have a wee chat. I say, look, I'm going to stay out for the next round because I know to come. Mikel and I are going to be doing a bunch of rounds. But John's giving me a pep talk here and basically saying that most of the guys here are smaller than me, so when they come into me, they're going to have to be on their front foot. So I should kind of bunker up and then just low kick that front leg, and it should often sweep them. You'll see it in just a second. He even like says on that front leg, here it is, there. He's like, kick that front leg and it will take them out. So we didn't have an opportunity to try this, unfortunately. Well, we probably did have an opportunity. I just didn't recognise the opportunity. Final round of the actual class this evening. So back onto CJ. Technically, I feel that our rounds are really good. He does hit me with a really nice shot at some point in this round. I can't remember how far in it is. But obviously, for the time being, we're just trying to piece each other up, kind of keep distance, keep it a bit civil. It does get harder after this. CJ, I find him really hard to fight into. He just seems to be able to put a kick on you whenever he wants to. It's not like I managed to slip that through. It's, no, you were open there, I'll put it on you. I'll put it on you again. And there, that was the good teep I landed. You can see his wee smile. He kind of starts to get a wee bit more ferocious now as he's had a teep put on him, which is great. It's exactly what I wanted. Again, checking well from me. Very happy with that. But here, catches and then he cracks me with a hook. He did say he was just trying to like put it onto my shoulder, but then obviously I leant into it. I was a wee bit shook after that, as always, but yeah, great round so far. I stay composed, continue to check the kicks, which is nice, and I'm still throwing punches that are actually going to hit. So this is something we spoke about in the last video. I was throwing punches for throwing them's sake. There was no real kind of effort behind them. Now in this one especially, I feel like there's a lot more. I'm not going to hit this punch, why throw it? So yeah, really happy. We'll finish off with the closing round here, but overall, really, really happy with how this session went. Great learning curve. Yeah, great session. Thank you for sticking with us to the end for the special surprise. Obviously, it's been the bottom corner the whole time, but boom! Look how good that looks. I'm honestly so happy with how good it looks. So obviously, that's kind of like, well, not kind of like, that is the channel logo now. Obviously, at some point in the future, it might get revamped, but for the time being, absolutely love it. I don't really know what I'm going to use it for, but like a watermark down the bottom corner and a couple other things. But honestly, I am so happy with it. I think it looks incredible. Yeah, shout out to the gentleman who made it. I'm just waiting on him to confirm if he wants to be tagged in the video or not. As soon as he has or he hasn't, I'll probably do that next video. But yeah, honestly, I am so happy with it. I think that it really represents kind of what the channel's about at the moment and kind of where it's going. I really, really like what he's done with the image that I've given him. So yeah, thanks for joining this week. Like, comment, subscribe, and we will catch you next week. A little bit of foreshadowing earlier in this episode. If you can pick it up, really impressed. If not, we'll see you then. Thank you.